Okay, I believe it should be live now. Okay. All right. Okay. Good afternoon, guys. Let me try. Okay, good afternoon. You guys can hear me now, right? Okay, yes, I believe so. Okay, let me open the sheet to the questions. Let's get cracking. Wow, lots of questions. So for the first question I have here, consider elements selected and given same size automatically. Yes. So elements can be selected and be given same size. Automatically, it's a matter of selecting the two and then, give them what you need to give them. I believe the answer to the question, similar of yes or no, and the answer is yes, you can. Next question, please can I have summary? Okay, about typography, I believe I explained yesterday. Okay, you guys can hear me now, right? Please, you guys should drop an emoji or hello or yes if you can hear me. I need to know that you can hear me. And then you guys hear me. Okay, I believe so then. I would continue. So question regarding okay. Okay, good. So a question how to do this. Typography is about, the font you'll be using, and that font is like your typeface. Okay. Let me show you guys this website, for example. Okay, so now on this website, right? Let me go. Yeah. Okay, we can use this as like no, let me go to this website, for example. Which website can I use as example? Okay, let's just use typical Zuri websites. That's I think training. Okay. Okay, so I will be using this to explain to you guys. Okay, now on this website, the level of typography, we can say on this particular website, this is our H1, right? And this is our, let's say this is our H2. And these are probably our H2. H1 means the biggest heading text, which is this. And this is H2 here, because this is not as big as this. And this belongs to H3 for sure. All of this belongs to H3. These are part of, this is an H2, this is an H1. This is an H2, this is an H3. The hierarchy of those texts. Now, this is probably H4, this is probably H5, the regular text, H5. Basically, typography is how the hierarchy of your text would be. That is, what size would the text be from the bigger one to the lower one. So that's the ranking of how those texts will be on a particular website or in a particular design. That's what it means. And by demonstrating it, meaning I'm showing you guys the answer. And I believe in those videos, which I don't want to demonstrate all over again. But basically, the typography is telling you to select which one, what will be the size of your header, what's going to be the size of the text that follows, like based on hierarchy system, based on the way typography works, it enables you to carry your user eyes to the part that is most important. So your H1 is the most important text, meaning text. This is in the error section here, this is the H1 here, because that's where you want the users to focus on. This is where you're trying to make them divert from, and that's their focus. The H2 or H3 are these other texts that are also important, but not as important as your H1. So what we are telling you to do is not to design the website, but just to tell us that, okay, my H1 will be of this size. So you put a sample text. This is my class, for example, is the word. Now, what will be the H1 of this is my class? That is what will be the highest size. Is the highest size 96 or 72 or 64 or 56? For example, if your H1 is 64, your H2 will be what? Will it be 32? Will it be 48? Will it be 24? You put it next. Then the same text is just that is the size that will be different. So, for example, me following the 8 spacing system, I'm going to be having like 64, 32, 24, which other one again? 16 and 8. Now, it's not just the text size, but also the weight. That is it bold? Is it regular? Is it thin? Is it heavy? Is it black? Is it light? Is it condensed? And all those stuff. That's what that's about. Then going to the next question. I'm just read from here. All the students in the library available for retrieving star guides. Are there resources or libraries available for retrieving star guides? Okay, now when it comes to star guide, right? By the time you create them, they automatically, you can publish them to a library. So when you create your star guide, after creating all of them, you can decide, if you make them a component, you can decide to publish them to a library. But it's not necessary. So if you've published them to a library, you can now reuse them. And since it's in the page of the design, you can copy and paste anytime you want. So that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, next question. The time for submission of tax be extended? No time can be extended. Sorry, that can't happen. If a submission time has passed, that's passed. Not to sound here, but what's the purpose of paddling? Service creating elements. Okay, the purpose of paddling is to ensure that your elements are well aligned, they are not scattered. For example, as you can see, how would I describe this? The way elements will stay such that they would balance. And the padding thing, when it comes to different websites, we have different screen sizes. You have different ways, devices that people open these things. All the spacing, by putting proper padding, proper effect, you will not see that the design text will not be going out of the frame or looking as if it's going out of the screen. Imagine you go to a website and everything is like long and it's stretching to the end without any dimension, it's scattered. This type of stuff affects users when they are reading, it confuses them. So it's better to have a proper padding because it's also part of a good UX because it's part of what enables focus on your designs and all of those things. Like I you said the colors should come from a style guide. Can you show us how a style guide looks like? How we should determine the button. Okay, I believe this particular question, if you guys watch the video, so most of you are saying you don't understand the second video for style guide too. And I'm thinking probably because the person I think he was trying to direct that video. If you watch what he is doing and know what he is saying, you'll be able to understand it. Watch what he did in the video. Try to replicate exactly what he did in that video. So if you see him in a video, he clicked on element X, pause the video and also click on that on your design. So that's how you get to do this. You get to replicate exactly what he is doing and not like, if you're trying to listen, you might find that difficult, but just, replicate what he's doing, you'll be able to get it. Agreed. Can you explain about the spacing? Okay. Okay, I mean the spacing really from this side. Oh, that means the margin. Most times margins for mobile, I usually like going either 32 or 24, but for web, I usually like going 80 to 100, between 80, 50, 80, 100, depending on how I'm designing actually. So it all depends. The margin is, it's about preference, but those are the ones I like using. How do you make an icon introduce? How do you make an icon introduce an auto layout to make them properly aligned? Okay, well, when you've brought in the icon and you already have your auto layout or go frame, it's a matter of just putting it there. Whatever settings you set in your auto layout is how it will fit. That's not an issue. I wish I can know the rules regarding choosing font size. Okay, best thing, best. So in order to confuse yourself, as you become better in designing, it become easier. But for a start, I would advise go with the 8 system. For my spacing, I use 8, that is 8, 24. So same thing with your font size. I use 8 as a beginner. Over time, you discover that different fonts has different weight size. So the fonts you'll be picking will be different. So for example, if you're still using the 8 spacing system, you use 16, you use 8, 16, 24, 32, 64, like that. So to be on the safe side, just use a size that is divisible by 8. Then you'll be on the safe side. And when it comes to alignment, when you get confused, just align your text to the left, the best bet. Okay, and what do we do for the mid program? The task has to do with hybrid design. Well, if you read the task carefully, you're meant to design a landing page, a dashboard, a login page, and a sign-up page. So some of the things that will help you guide you through the design is actually on that task. So we have to design a website. On the website, I'm supposed to be able to log in. Yes, it is compulsory to use a style. Okay, but here's the thing. Since you have a mini project, the style guide you're creating now, just use it for the website you'll be working on. That way it makes things much easier for you. So whatever color, whatever stuff you're using the star guide you're creating now, just use it for your mini project as well. So pick something that will be in line to the library design you'll be doing. So in your library design, you need a landing page that is the full website, not just the hero section. The full website page that you have to scroll. And the website page, usually you have the hero section, the about us section, the corner section, the footer, the header, the how it works. Those are like, examples of what's going to be on your landing page. And you can add any other elements you want to be there. Then you have the dashboard that is when the users sign up. The next place is their dashboard. What are the things they'll be seeing in their dashboard? The things you want them to be able to see, which I believe has been added in the design. Then also a login page, a sign up page. Quite easy peasy for you guys, I believe. The details has been broken down. So my advice, in order not to stress, the star guide you're creating, just use that same star guide for your design, library design. Okay, next question. Please tell us how to create a guide that we can use for the project. Because if we make it a mistake now, it will. We told you how to create a star guide from those videos, so just watch the videos and you see how to create a star guide. That's what I have to say on that. How do we make a good typographic skill? Like I said, I already told you guys, I've explained this. Calculus icons to saying guide. That's okay, this is for calculus. Please, I have watched the video for that syphilis on how to create button components. Okay. For components, for buttons, let us see buttons again. So I'll be picking my text and I'm writing button. Okay, this font is big, the size is big, so I'm reducing it to a 20, for example. Okay. Okay, so we have this. And this is an auto layout. I'm giving it 48. I'm giving this 48. Okay, and I can come here to change this. Let's see. 16. I'm giving this 8 because I'm using the 8 spacing system. Now I give my radius, let's say 24. And then I put a fill color. I'm going blue. On my card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is one button and centered. So now this button, this is here. This right here is where you click to make a component. Yeah. As you can see, once this becomes purple, and then on this left hand side, you see that it has been made a component. So for this, we create a variant. You can see it here. And then you can add more, and then you can add one more, right? Now I can create this one to be my secondary one. So I had a stroke, right? I give this right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I pick the text inside. The text become blue. I give my stroke blue. Sorry. This is my secondary button. Now I want to make my inactive states. Let's pick a gray color. And then my over states. So for my over states, I am creating, I'll be adding a drop shadow. My blue will be 30, 40, 40, 40. Okay, and this I'll be adding. Add 30%. So I only had 40. My blue is 44. So see, I have my different state of patterns here. This is just a sample. I have my different states there. As you can see, oh, I'm sorry, my voice is low. I'll try to speak up. I believe you guys can see what I've done. From that to I would say maximum of 3 is the number of colors that is acceptable in Star Guide, but let's follow the instruction on what is in your design. I don't know how to help you with that. You say your bold section in Versace. I don't know how to help you with that because I can't see what you're fixing. Probably you should meet one of your colleagues. Okay, same question twice. Meet one of your colleagues regarding that. So how the regroup pages in Figma? I asked. Okay, you do to group, either you do Control G or Command G. That is, if I want to group stuff, let me carry this and this. If I want to group these two together, you select it together, you right click, you see, group section, and they're grouped. They become one. Then you right click, you right click, and you group, and they become separate again. So how you group on a design on that's how you group elements in Figma, but I hardly use groups anyway, so it's not really my thing. To a grid system design, do you have to show the grid? Yes, you don't need to design anything to show the grid. Like for example, if I want to do a grid now, so this is one. It's a matter of selecting this. I come here, select my columns, myself. I want to use 100, and I will give it the cutoff of 32. Sorry, 100. My cutoff will be 32. And yes, my grid is done. You don't need to design anything to set your grid. You're all good. Okay. All right. Next is create. Okay, please. How do we create different states of? Please watch the video. You see how to create different state of input field. For color style, do we create one color? How we generate? You can generate primary, secondary, and tertiary. Anyone. The text says a color, so follow the instruction of what's in the text. Believe it's multiple. I'll share the link to the recording session for StarGuard. Link is not. The link is in the post on the LMS. The link is in the LMS post. Link is in the LMS post. How to create different shades of just one color? Yes. If you follow the first video, you see how to use styler to create different shades of all the colors that you'll be picking. Can I submit too late assignment for some feedback? No, you cannot submit any assignment that has gone, it has gone. It will not be added to your grade. Please, I don't understand. Field design. Check the video. You see how to create that. There's a portion of channel video that showed how to create the input field video, which I tried to watch because most of you guys were saying you did not see it. So let me show it to you guys in this place that it is there. Look at the portion of creating input field. Okay, let me see. As you can see in this video, you can see how we showed how we created these buttons. You can see how it did that. You can see all of this. Just follow what they did. You can see these are the input field. So you see how it created it, just follow what's created. You can see how I created all of this. You can see I created all of this. Just follow what he's doing in the video. You can see how I created this. So everything is in the video. You can see all the states created in the video. You can see. You can see I created everything. So basically everything is here. Anyway, I believe I believe this would be the end of our class. Yes, you can group elements, but you cannot group pages. So anyway, that is the end of today's class. Thanks you for tuning in. I've been able to answer to this last. I believe the next live class or the next office hour would show you guys